Welcome back to Ken's Rage. After Toki's death, Raoh is pretty much going on a rampage, and he is trying to assemble his forces to take over the world. The only thing that stands between him and world conquest is Kenshiro and the final Nanto Master. Whoever could it be? We don't know for sure, but Raoh wants that person, and we'll find out who it is in a guiding light.
Fate at last claimed Toki and Ryuga. And now, Raoh was poised to conquer the world they had left behind. It was then that suddenly, the last of the Nanto Masters rose up to challenge him. This final master shunned the cruel might of Raoh the Conqueror, choosing instead to side with Kenshiro, who shouldered such a heavy burden of sorrow. The 5 chariot guardians at their master's command moved to protect Kenshiro and stop Raoh. With the power of the elements, wind, clouds, fire, mountains, and water. Already one of them was quickly approaching Kenshiro. Floating through this desolate world, little did Kenshiro know that he was at the center of everything.
The last Nanto general has chosen me. But why?
The last miserable remnant of the Nanto. Your star will soon be drenched in tears.
Chapter 13. A Guiding Light.
Well, we've only got 2 more episodes left. This one and the one next Saturday. And both of which are confrontations with Raoh. Unfortunately, due to the fact that I was sick, and also due to the fact of the certain hiatus, I wasn't able to actually get on here and do much. So, I'm only able to take 1 skill off of this Meridian chart. Now then, I'm keeping my skills the way they are, but I am changing up my signature moves like I said in episode 159, sorry. Because I really will need this for the last 2 episodes of this season. Because Raoh has now gotten tougher. And we will get onto that in just a moment. But for right now, we have a stage beforehand. And unfortunately, you probably will not see footage of Raoh's battle with Kenshiro. Why? That move I just got. Unconscious migration of the soul. You see, Kenshiro will have it. And Raoh will have to survive for a certain amount of time before he can actually defeat Kenshiro. So technically speaking, all you have to do is just stay alive.
The last Nanto general.
Which is actually easier than it looks.
If you fail, all will be lost.
The only thing that's hard about dealing with Raoh's story is like what was about to happen with Kenshiro. It is a time trial. With the only exception being Kenshiro's time trial is basically going to be dealing with Keno's forces. Raoh's time trial, however, is going to be from beginning to end, dealing with the 6, actually it was 5 or 6. No, it was 5, but one of which you actually have to face in the palace, but you have to deal with the 5 Nanto generals. No, the 5 chariot warriors, that's what it is. Yeah, that's what those guys were. I mean, 2 of them is going to be generic officers. However, well, actually no, 3 of them, that's right. However, the only reason why I'm not talking about what's going on right here is just 3 waves of Keno's goons here for Kenshiro. But Raoh, you'll be facing several Nanto generals. And also, you'll have a time limit of actually getting through all of them before you actually get to the final area where you meet Kenshiro. Now, my problem with Raoh's playthrough is fighting Fudo. Because Fudo has an area where it is confined, but not only that, it's surrounded by barrels. And more than likely, Fudo will roll into said barrels. He'll take no damage, but you will. Fudo is basically your biggest challenge in playing as Raoh. Otherwise, the fight with Kenshiro is not that bad, which is why I'm not showing off Raoh. Because Fudo is the main reason why I could not really beat Raoh, like talking about it. I mean, I've already beaten this game before, but I've forgotten how to beat Fudo. Now then, on the case of Kenshiro, they do, however, have weapons, just in case you run into these spiked bastards here. I mean, you have more than enough time to grab yourself a weapon and smack the spike boss with it, but you don't, however, have enough time to recover yourself after one of these goons knock the spike pillar out of your hand. I mean, the pillar out of your hand, sorry. So, for the spiked enemies, just do what I've been doing and go to the conventional means of using signature moves.
Take him down and we'll be rewarded handsomely.
So, yeah.
Necessary.
Speaking of the Nanto general, the 6 chariot generals. Or 5 chariot generals, sorry. That's what they were, the 5 chariot generals. 2 of which should have actually been playable in this game. And that's Juza... No, yeah, that's right, Juza and Fudo. Now, I understand that there's people happy with the DLC of Outlaw and Hard, but still, Juza and Fudo definitely got screwed on that front, because they had more of an important role than what Mr. Hart and Outlaw definitely have in this game. Now, as for these pillars here, I'm going to shift the subject a little bit. These pillars actually lead to a mission bonus if you manage to kill all the enemies in the vicinity. Is it worth it? Probably not. That all depends on if you really want to waste time or not. I mean, getting them is not time, but for me, I already have a 36-minute video as it is due to cutscenes alone and the battle with Raoh. Not to mention the timed battle in the final part of this stage. So, yeah. There's that to worry about. And with that said, if you were actually playing this casually, it wouldn't actually be a waste of it wouldn't be a waste of time to actually try to jump on the pillars to get to other places.
There's no way he'll make it through this poison swamp.
But the poison swamp, on the other hand, where these pillars are, it would be best if you just use unconscious transmigration of the soul. That's if you honestly want to. I didn't need to because I had enough HP to back me up. but if you want to, just use unconscious transmigration of the soul to run through this area if you have it the first time. If not, which more than likely will happen when you start this game, I suggest you try to jump up and down and take as little damage as humanly possible, because it's hard to do the kind of platforming on collapsing pillars. So, sorry I had to shift off subject there. And yeah, I did make my nitpick about Fudo and Juza not being in this game, but Fudo and Juza definitely proved to be harder to deal with. I mean, Fudo may seem easy at first, but he ends up getting enlightened, and he's also surrounded by explosives. That's why it's hard for him to deal with him with Raoh. And yeah, and yes, my commentary does sound a little bit, more than likely off balance. By the way, that's Muso Tensei. My commentary may be a little bit off, maybe more than likely off balance, but I'm just telling you guys that it was hard for me to try to record Raoh. And now, to shift the subject yet again, Muso Tensei, or unconscious transmigration of souls. You want to use that to get through certain areas. It's basically Kenshiro's invincibility mode. Yes, Kenshiro has an invincibility mode, and so does Raoh. And like Raoh, Kenshiro actually learns that at the end of this chapter. So, it's basically a lose-lose situation. Well, I don't want to say a lose-lose situation. More on the lines of, it's basically a temporary buff that will keep you from taking damage, but at the same time, it will... Oh, god damn it. That hurts.
Who wants to die next?
You gotta watch out for those rocks, guys. I mean, it's a temporary buff to keep you from taking damage, but it's also a temporary buff that will get you through hazards. But then again, Raoh honestly didn't need a temporary buff to get him through hazards, because he already has a temporary buff to get him through hazards and a special ability. He honestly didn't need an invincibility mode. Really, he didn't. But he got one in the show, so he's got one in the game. However, he wasn't able to use his invincibility. Kenshiro, on the other hand, was. And did. I'll be taking that. But otherwise, the move that I had used to transmigrate, the unconscious transmigration of souls, that will take about 3 spirit bars. And if you don't have 3 spirit bars, then no invincibility for you.
Now is our chance.
Trust me, it is definitely helpful at the end of the game. Because at the end of the game, oh my god! I mentioned before, Raoh learned that move at the end of this chapter. Oh god. If you only knew. But anyway, this area right here, it can be very frustrating. And the reason it's frustrating is because of the fact that there is a certain path that you need to go. The problem is, some of the paths actually have loose rocks and falling boulders. Case in point, the loose rocks over there. What you're trying to do is go up, and unfortunately that's not gonna happen because the loose boulders will start rattling and knock you off. Like so. Yeah, that's kind of a dick move there, game. Oh yeah, this has loose boulders as well. Oh god! Let's try up here. Kinda don't have a choice but to use precise climbing to get up to this area. This is the only thing that kind of delayed me other than the last Mook Rush before the boss. That delayed me from actually beating this area.
Take him down!
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, and now we're fighting mooks that are unarmed. The big myth bosses that are unarmed. I know we kind of been fighting these guys, but now it's even more common to see these guys. They too will try to use martial arts and will attempt to call themselves using Hokuto Shinken. Unlike you, they don't have the instant kill animations and stuff like that. However, they can combo off you and will surround you if there's more than one of them. I promise you they will. They tend to do that in Dream Mode a lot. But, yeah. We're almost done here. Sorta. All I need to do is just climb up these bricks. And all I need is boulders, sorry, and I'll hopefully get to the top. Which it looks like I doubt I will. Why? Loose rocks! God damn it! Alright, let's try it again. Lightning can't just strike twice, you know. Oh, bloody hell. Go, 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 go. How the hell did I get hit? Did you guys just see that? How in God's name did I get hit by that rock? It missed me! You know what? That's going into the highlight reel. Hey, it can't be an RVMan OP exhibition without utter fail. And that was utter fail. How did I get hit by a rock that didn't even hit me? I guess it's a glitch or something. I really wasn't trying to search for it if that's the case. But we are nearing the end. So, let's pick up some of these items and keep on going. Well, that one was actually Spirit. I don't need that right now. They're dead too, and I'm pretty sure these guys are going to die a horrible death too. And now, I really didn't need that, but I'm going down with there and punch the damn box anyway.
Which means you're going down.
No, you're going down. Well, just have to barge my way through this area. Crap. Stupid archers. Now, I mentioned before that Raoh had a problem with Fudo. I do believe one of the mission objectives, if you actually got this far earlier, is to save Fudo. Wait, no, yeah, actually it is one of the objectives. Because there he is. Well, at least I thought he was here.
There's no way you're getting anywhere near Lord Tenno.
Wow, he sounded like Pete from Disney's Steamboat Willie or something like that. Jeez. The voice acting on that guy, that actually I can wholeheartedly say that was pretty hammy and bad. But nonetheless, these big ogres, you just need to deal with them first before you deal with the archers. And once you deal with them and the archers, then you worry about Fudo. Because these goons, believe it or not, will actually follow you into the area where Fudo is. So I'm just gonna kill you guys. Because you're bastards and you keep hitting me with arrows. Stop hitting me with arrows. Stop hitting me with arrows. Just stop hitting me with arrows. Oh wait, I'm missing one. Just die. Yes, you will die a horrible, unforeseen, painful... Okay, it's not really unforeseen. It's still painful though. You'll just die a horrible, painful death. And now...
It'll take more than that to move a mountain.
we have to help Fudo. And unlike Ryoga, Fudo's guards and Fudo are not that strong. You're gonna have to actually save him from 2 to 3. Oh, god damn it, I can't believe I did that.
The woman you loved.
And he's talking through that! That was an accidental glitch, by the way. He's actually talking through the pause screen. And you heard it from Fudo, folks. The last Nanto general is indeed Yuria. However, Yuria is not really a martial artist. Actually, Yuria's beauty is supposed to attract men. I mean, even though she's not really a martial artist, she attempted to fight Raoh. So, yeah, there's that. But enough about Yuria. There's, like I said, there's the deal with Fudo and his men. They're not as strong as Ryuga's men, so therefore, they will actually take more damage. Not to mention, the Spike guys will definitely do a number on Fudo. And I do believe it's mandatory to keep Fudo alive. And like I said, Fudo was basically the one that kept me from progressing with Raoh because I forgot how to defeat him. Because like I said, Fudo had explosives. For some reason, Fudo had explosives in the fight instead of just having a clear path. So yeah. Now we've come to this point here. I'm going to be very clear on this. I mean, it would help if you actually had some... How should I put it? Spirit for this fight. Unfortunately, the spirit may end up being used in order to save Fudo. But make sure you get that full water bottle here. So yeah, there's that, the full water bottle. I'm sorry, I'm stumped on what to say because basically you're trying to beat up a couple of goons, 3 waves of goons in 7 minutes, 8 minutes. I mean, that seems to be more than enough time, but if you have little to no spirit and you don't know about the water bottle, then it's going to be a more tedious task than what it needs to be. You're also gonna have to break the pillars in order for you to find out. Well, yeah, you gotta break the pillars actually too, in order for to go to the area where these guys are at. And I think it's the broken ones that are the ones that can be used as a footstool. This one actually gave me problems too, and the worst part is, this one's mandatory for you to actually beat within time. Because if you don't, it is a game over. Damn, I thought that would be the one. Alright, let's try you. Well, but first let's deal with those other 4 guys. So, the whole point is to basically kill off Keno's men before he gets here. That's the whole point. Whereas Keno does not have a time mission here. Oh, well, Raoh actually does not have a time mission. Instead, he just have to beat up most of the guys. That's all he has to do. And it's not going to be like the villain mooks. Well, some of them will be the villain mooks. Others would just be like some of the guys you see normally at Salder's army, and also that if the armored guys actually that you've been seeing in Salder's army, and also in Keno's army for the longest, because they didn't make another model for the army guys that you're using for the Nanto General Army. And that's the other gripe I have with this game. I know this is like a starting point of this, and an actual start for a franchise. As far as for goons, they should have had some sort of variation. And speaking of variation, we've got fat enemies again. I mean, there's only so much fat enemies can do. Now that looked cool, by the way. Let's just deal with these guys up here, and then I'll worry about Fatso down there. But yeah, this isn't really a complaint. They could have actually used more models to designate whose army is who. Not to mention, not use the same model for each and every villain's army. Like, some of these goons are Salder's men, some of the goons are Shin's men, some of the goons are Ryoga's men. You couldn't really tell the difference. Now, we at least have some distinction of the goons, but they all have the same moveset as Mr. Hart. And all of the big muscular goons have the same moveset as Boss Fang and Uyghur. While some of the slanky goons have the same moveset as Z. I do believe Fudo and Juza has the same moveset as certain people, except Fudo actually has spiked armor on him. While, yeah, that's right. When he faces Keno, he does have the spiked armor on. He does it when he's around Kenshiro. And there's one more. Oh wait, no, there's not one more round. We got them all. Cool. So yeah, there's a lot. There should be a lot of distinction in movesets and a lot of distinction in warriors. Otherwise, it would be a really good game. Well, it still is a good game, but it would have been better. Okay. And now, after we dealt with all the time missions, now it's time to face Raoh himself. Sorry for the tirade. I just ran out of things to say.
Raoh, the time has come for you to return to the heavens.
You know you cannot defeat me.
Well, Raoh round 3 is a little bit easier. Just like before, you could break his guard. However, be wary if he tries to use charge attacks or his devastating charge combo. His charge combos can actually start pulling out some bad stats. However, after this cutscene, we're gonna have ourselves a really good edge. So, as soon as we get this over with, time for the have that edge.
Think again. Oh, his aura. It's flowing. I know that stance. Toki. You... Hokuto Gozo! But that's... Ray's style. But his body has already been torn to pieces twice. Such sadness in his eyes. No. Could it be? The ultimate Hokuto Shinken technique. Muso Tensei.
Oh, and about that edge, Muso Tensei is available after the cutscene. So, all you have to do is basically beat Raoh. The thing is, after 45 seconds, Muso Tensei wears off completely. And keep in mind, you're also on the same traps that Ryuga had in the previous battle. So bear that in mind. Now, any cases that you did not open in the previous 4 will actually come down with you. Oh, by the way, there's also a mission bonus here if you manage to beat Raoh before Muso Tensei wears off. So yeah, you're able to get up to 6 stars if you manage to pull it off. Now, time to beat Raoh. And unfortunately, past me makes a mistake. Oh, god damn it. Funny thing, so long as I'm in Muso Tensei, he can't do jack shit to me. And thankfully, I was able to survive that. Thanks to Muso Tensei. And this time, I'm not going to screw up the button commands. So, basically speaking, if you manage to use any of your skills to beat Raoh before Muso Tensei wears off, you'll be able to actually take care of his second and third bars. Otherwise, this is actually an easy fight compared to the finale. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're in for a hard one when it comes down to that.
Master Kenshiro, look out!
Damn you! Yuria! The fortunes favor me! It is clear. The heavens desire my victory after all. Yeah!
Even after whooping his ass with Muso Tensei, he still turns the tide. In the finale of Season 9, we're going to be taking the fight to Raoh and hopefully saving Yuria from his clutches. This is RVMan 985. See you guys in episode 161. Oh boy, and get your Muso Tensei ready because it is definitely going to come in handy.